Hello guys and welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new here, consider subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, we want to say thank you so much for your continued support. Our today's topic, we want to talk about the newlyweds. Why is it happening that you are new in marriage and then after maybe a short time that you want to get out of marriage? That is what we want to discuss about, because marriage is often seen as a lifelong commitment that is built on love, trust, and what we call shared goals. Yet, in recent in times, we have seen a case in couples divorcing within the first year of marriage. What's going wrong so quickly? Today, we'll explore the reason why people rush into marriage and rush out of marriage. Is it about the unrealistic expectations, poor communication, or something deeper? Let's dive into roots of this rapid relationship and what they talk about in modern love. And of course, this topic, I'm joined by the one and only Hamisi Mwai, who is a psychologist and also a counselor. So Hamisi Mwai, say hi to people.
Good morning, everybody. I want to thank you for finding time to be with us here, so that we can be on this side of studio and be on the other side as we tackle this, the elephant in the house.
Yeah.
Then I know by the end of it all, you may get one or two things that may help you in your marriage life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very true. So, Hamisi Mwai, I think this one, of course, is not new to you. This is something that has been there all along. And why do you think some of the couples, decide to get married so quickly? Why do you think? What could be the reason behind?
Some of the reasons why people get married quickly without taking time to know each other and to know even why they are getting married. One is because of insecurity. For example, maybe all your friends are married and one you went to school with, and so you are rushing. Maybe it is about family pressure. Maybe your parents, your siblings are telling you, why are you still not married? Your parents are saying, we need to see children. We need to, the other tribes where you give birth to children and you call them the names of people who have passed.
Yes.
So you have to replace your ancestors.
Okay.
So when you're not replacing your ancestors, people are married.
Yes.
And the other issue is about, of course, financial security. Maybe someone thinks if I get married, maybe because the person who is marrying me might have money, maybe now I may move from poverty and I can get to a better place in life. Another is just for prestige, just to be called that I'm a husband of so and so, a wife of so and so. So there are many reasons. There are different reasons, different people why they get married. Yeah.
So you have said that some of them, they get into marriage simply because they are materialistic, but they want to amass maybe some
quite a big number. That's why you see some even marry for a man and then they go to court to divide them whatever they wanted. So they divide it. And that was the reason they wanted to get in. So they just one man. They keep up with a thing for 1 month and then they go to court. The court says when you're married with divorce, you share. So that's what they want. So we have seen these things. They are happening all over.
What are these expectations do you believe people might be having when they are getting to marriage? And are they realistic?
Of course, people have a lot of expectation when they are getting into marriage.
Yes.
Some of the expectations they have is that the person they are getting married to will do for them 1, 2, 3 things. That those people themselves do not know whether these ones are expecting them to do those things. The other things about expectation is that to some people they say, when I get married now, life will be good and I have no problems because now I have someone to burden. So when I have a problem, I just burden the other person. The other expectation, of course, is that when I get there, we will have children, maybe 2, maybe 3, or more. But as you know, children come from God. Sometimes it doesn't happen.
Yes, true.
Other expectation is about finances. Someone thinks when I get there, since I've been alone with my finances, we mix our finances, we bring them together, we plan, they do big things that I was able to do when I was alone. But when you get there, you find that the other person is not willing. And so you are even getting into deeper depth, even when you are married. And problems are more even when you are married. So there are realistic expectations and there are others that are not realistic. But the worst one is thinking that an expectation that although the person I'm getting married to in our dating days is not the perfect person I wanted, or is not the kind of person I want. Yes. It's a very wrong expectation that when we get married, they will change into the person I wanted. That's a very wrong expectation because people will always be people. People will always be themselves. So that kind of expectation, you are expecting real change. Because people are their best in courting and dating. They are their best. So you can imagine when you get married to someone who was worse in dating and courting, and then you expect them to be good people in marriage. And you know at courting you show your best version. Because you are selling yourself. You are a salesperson selling yourself to the other person. So you cannot bring your bad character at dating because the other person will not take you. So you hide everything. You put on mask. You try to bring the best version. So the person you see on dating and courting, that is the best version. Once they marry you, they won't come with that version. Yes.
Oh, so are you saying that see people, of course, they get married and that is, are you saying that you cannot change somebody? You cannot change somebody. For example, you can say that, okay, I'm going to get married to this person, but this person, I don't like his behavior. I don't like, I don't like maybe her behavior. Maybe the person, drinks, take beer and all that. Maybe, some behaviors. So are you saying that you cannot take this person or rather you get married to this person and then you change this person? Is it not possible?
Chances are very minimal.
Yes.
Actually, for 100%, we are talking about like 3% chances. Because character is built over time. Yeah, some of these things that this person is behaving like this, they picked them when they were 6 years, 2 years. Because how we behave came from our families, how we were brought up, our environment, and our beliefs and things. You can't change a whole system of somebody just because they married. Yeah, no, you cannot. It is not possible that you change someone, their beliefs and how they see things. And also, I like saying that if you go like hiking and you come across a baby alligator or a crocodile, and you try to take it home as a pet. Do not expect that when it grows up, it will grow into a cat. It will just grow into a big, grow into a big crocodile. That even when it starts swallowing you, you're out. So when you are teaching your pet, be careful because it will grow into a bigger version of that thing that you teach.
Of that thing, Oh, I got it. In your own opinion, what are some of these red flags, of course, people, ignore before they get married?
There are a lot of red flags.
Yes.
For example, you are courting somebody and they are at a very small provocation, they want to slap you. And you are just dating, you are just courting. They even raise their hand and then they put it down.
Yes. And they're dating.
Yes. That is a red flag that this person will be beating you when you get married. Because right now he's putting it down because he's trying to sell himself to you.
Yes.
So even at this point, when he should be giving his best version, he's still raising his hand. They are still raising their voice at you sometimes. They are broke. Yes, maybe you wanted something they don't have it. They are still telling you at courtship, I have to ask my mother what we talked here, and I have to go and consult my mother and hear what she has to say. So you just know you are marrying a mama's boy. It's a red flag. Everything you'll be doing in your house will be concluded in their home by their mother. Their mother, chances are even their mother will come and stay with you in your house. Yes, they will come and stay there. And they will have VIP access to your marriage. And their sisters and their brothers and everybody else, they will have opinions of how you have to live your life. So that's a red flag when you are courting. Someone tells you, I talk to my mother, let me talk to my father, and they let me talk to so and so. This means this person is not a person of their own. Yes.
Or he or she has to consider, the third party.
Yeah, those are red flags. So when you are married, and your husband starts telling you now, my mother told me.
Yes.
My mother told me we cannot buy land there. My mother told me we cannot buy this car this time.
Yes.
My mother told me we cannot move from this house.
Okay.
There was a red flag. You decided to be, when you are courting, you see people through these, what do you call these flowers? Rose-colored glasses. You see them through rose-colored glasses.
Okay.
So you miss a lot of red flags. Yes. At that time.
Let me connect just that one with so there are some roles. Okay, could we be having some role, the family culture or maybe religion play in quick marriage or divorce?
Yes, of course. Yeah, there are cultures where you are booked when you are just born. Yes, like I don't know whether it is the Maasai or which community.
Yes.
When a girl is born in a home, they are already booked, and even cows are brought there, and the marriage is sealed, and they are just waiting for the girl to grow up. So at the 12 years I've been here, this girl must get married. That's why the government is fighting these early marriage things, and these other women's circumcision. All these are culture things that affect people getting married. So this when they are born, they are already connected to their husband, and this husband could be even 80 years old. 80 years old when the baby is being born, because they have many wives. So that's one. And the other thing, the question was that culture and religion and family dynamics. Sometimes because of poverty, people get themselves entangling themselves with getting married, thinking that marriage will take them from poverty. Religion, there are other beliefs. Religion is something that is very hard to deal with. So there are other churches where even the pastor can tell you, I see that your husband is this one, your wife is this one. So you don't have time even to know when you get married or to who. Yeah, they tell you the spirit has spoken here. This one is your wife. And sometimes you are even married to another and they tell you that one is not yours. Come, we give you yours. They give you another. So all these things, they are affecting. They are affecting this marriage and of course how you live after marriage.
I get you. There's this question that I want. Do you think people changes when they get to marriage? But I don't want you to answer this one before maybe I speak to to our viewers. So our viewers, kindly consider subscribing if you are not. You'll be doing us a lot of favor, and like the video, share the video widely as we continue with our video. So back to you, Mr. Hamisi. Do you think people change?
People don't change.
When they get married?
They don't change.
They don't.
People remain the same. It is only you who did not see them as they are during courtship and dating. So people don't change. They just become themselves. They remove the mask that they had put on during dating so that you may not reject them.
Yes.
Some of them, they have even 5 masks. They remove the first, the second, and that. So people don't change. People are just the same. Nobody can be able to change over a week just because they marry now, they change and they become someone else. These people are the same, only you didn't see them or you didn't care. Or your mind was carried by these love things and the courtship things and the roses, all these things, and so you neglected to know them. So what you see when you get married, those are the real things. Yes.
So you cannot change them.
You cannot change because the time they had changed themselves was in courtship and dating. They tried to put on a good version for you. Now that they have nailed you, they just go back to themselves.
Okay.
So that is the only thing you can change is the one that they had put on during dating, because that one was not them. But now when they go back to themselves, I told you these are things they picked up when they were 2 years, 6 years, some 10 years. Others were told by their parents you cannot avail anything, so they have that in their mind. They have no self-esteem. The others are aggressive. They know the only way to solve issues is to fight and to beat people. They learned that when they were 5 years. You can't change these things.
Yes. Oh, nice. Well, so that thing that people really need to prepare when they are getting to these commitments.
Yes, and this is why we are talking about first years in marriage.
Yes.
And you're asking yourself, why are these marriages breaking anyhow?
Yeah.
Why people are lining in and out of marriage? Others are lining in, the other one are lining out.
Yeah.
It is because this person cannot change. This person, when you get into the house with this person, you realize this is not the person who had married. So when you are in marriage the first month, 2 months, you realize this is not the person I married. The person I married was humble. The person I married was loving. The person I married had time for me. Every time I called them, even at midnight, they would despair. They would despair 3 hours into the night. Up to around 3 a.m. in the morning, just listening to me and my problems and what I'm going through. Now they don't have a minute for you. Because those people are not them. Yes.
They change.
Yeah, right now they don't have a minute for you. You even wake them at night and tell them I need them to talk. They tell you, unless we talk in the morning, right now
I'm tired, I'm sleepy.
Yes. Yes. So that's why people now realize what I wanted
it's not the one.
Is what was in our dating. What I have is something I cannot keep up with. Yes, that's why they break. Because they were shortchanged. They are blackmail. This is blackmail. Yes.
So that do we have some, what could help these couples better or rather prepare them for this lifetime commitment?
What can help them? What would prepare them couples when they are getting into marriage? Is to go through these sessions called premarital counseling.
Yes.
Unfortunately, most of the people who are breaking up have a record of having gone through premarital counseling. Even 12 sessions, 20 sessions. But they still break up. The reason is because this premarital thing has been reduced to an obligation. You are just told by your church that we need to see 12 sessions of premarital before you accept that you get married. But they don't go down to what did you learn in that
by the way.
What are you supposed to know? What are you supposed to ask?
True.
Where are you not supposed to be ashamed to ask? Because when people are true, they want to get married, they avoid the hard questions. They don't want to ask the other person the hard questions because they don't want them to feel bitter or angry. So they just want to ask them soft questions. Now they leave the real questions in this courtship thing. These real questions are the ones that come out to destroy the family later. The ones they did not ask in these courtship sessions. Yes, because they didn't want the other person to feel bad. So my suggestion would be when you are in this courtship thing, ask all the hard questions. In fact, if I would say, if in courtship and dating you never disagree and even fight and even disagree and keep quiet for 2 weeks before you talk again, you are not godly. Yes, because the real life is not the one. The thing you are doing there, you are dating that everything is fine, everybody is on time, anything that you want is here. That is not real life. That is not the life. The real life is there are times you would have something. There are times I'll be late. There are times I would agree with you. How comes that at dating we agree with everything? That is not real life. That's why when we get into marriage, this thing of then you think that the marriage is like courting or dating. This softness. When you have, they get the hard life in marriage. They move out.
Oh.
Yes.
When they they realize that, the real situation now.
The real life, raw. When life now is raw, not coated, sugar coated. It is raw. They can't bear with it.
Wow. It's a bit unfortunate.
In courting, you should ask even a question like, how many children do we have? Or should we have children at all?
Yeah.
Because some people even don't want to.
Yeah, they are those.
You should be asking how we use our finances.
Okay.
How much do you get? How much do you get? What do we do with the money? What do we do with the money? How far do our respective families come? How much advice do we get from them? Or from you, how much do we do that? Or where do we live? Where are we going to live? At home or in town, or which area are we going to live?
Okay.
These are hard questions that you ask. Yes. What if I am ambitious? I want to go back to school. I want to learn. I want to go out to even to have a PhD. And maybe the husband who is marrying this lady doesn't want a landed woman. Maybe they think when a woman is landed, they are uncontrollable. So you see, when the woman now want to study when they are married, and the husband was this kind who thinks when a woman is landed is uncontrollable. Okay. Now there will be crisis because this man will not let this person proceed and pursue their dream. Something that they would have talked during courtship, not just to go there, just to fill the papers that this is our first section, this is our second section, this is our 12. Okay. Having learned that. Oh yeah. Yes. That's very true. So,
there's somebody who said, marrying the wrong person, it's like, do you remember that time of COVID-19? You were having new cases every single day. Somebody was connecting that one with that. Like marrying the wrong person, it's like that time of COVID-19, new cases every single day. There's just that person, of course, have realized that, okay, although I'm quoting this person, or we are dating with this person, I've realized that this is not the right person to marry. I just want you to speak to that person before we wrap it up, because we are just speak to that person. What will he do or what will she do? Yeah.
Leave alone courting. Even during the wedding day, you're already in the net and the other person is in his suit. Even at that time you are convinced of getting myself into trouble. Yes. Instead of getting in there and moving out in a week or two, and having a bad record of I was married. So now in Kikuyu you are like a shock. Okay. Yep. Yes. Yeah. You can just maintain your sanity. And the record states that you have never been married. Even on the wedding day. Okay. You can decide just to tell people, eat the rice you had bought, eat the meat, eat the cake, eat everything you do. I don't care about the cost of the wedding. Yes. Because what this marriage is going to cost me over time, all my life, is more than what you are going to eat today. So you just tell the pastor. Okay. Even they give you a chance. Even at the wedding, they give you a chance. They tell you, will you do this and this and this? At that time, just say no. Okay. I will do it. Oh. Yes. Yeah. It is your life. It is your life. When you make other people happy because you say I do, when you go to your house, they don't come alone. Sure. Everybody goes to their home. Yeah, that's very true. So it is you. So why should you please people and then you go and die? You have even been seeing people that killing one another. Yes. In this thing. That's very true. Why should you give your life just because people wanted to be happy? Oh. If you realize this thing will not work for me, okay, and maybe there are other information you get along the way as you did. So if you found other information later, like last week and the wedding is next week, you don't have to proceed with them. Okay. Because now you have other information that was hidden from you. Yes. You cancel that. Oh. Yes. Wow. You have our viewers, you have heard it from a counselor himself here, Mr. Mwai. So, Mr. Mwai, do you have any closing remark? Because we just want to close it. I just want to say that although people are not perfect, you never get someone who is 100 perfect, 100 with the perfection that you want. Also realizing that you also are not perfect on your side, because nobody is an angel here. What we are saying is at least there should be at a certain level of compatibility. And of course there is a give and take. So when the two members of this new family, all of them are willing to make the family stand, they will overlook some of the weaknesses of the other person, because they also come with weakness. But there are places where now it comes to killing, it comes to violence. At this point, we cannot continue telling people to stay there just because it is for a year. If there is violence and there are threats of killing and all these things, that one you have to move on. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much, guys, for watching us. This is Victor T. It's a bye-bye for now. Bye.